Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com, and this is your stock watch list and market talk for Thursday, the 11th of January, 2018. We're in the second week of the new year, and let's go ahead and get right into it. After the bell, we had some news courtesy of the trade exchange. We had Leads come out with earnings after the bell, earnings per share revenue miss. Leads, big powerful move during the regular session, and then slowly gave it all back in the after hours after their earnings came out. Coop had some news, COUP. Stock dropping a little bit in the after hours on COUP. And let's go down and scroll down here. KBH had earnings after the bell. Home Builder and KBH earnings per share revenue beat, and that stock, Home Builder, popped up and held most of the gains there in KBH. So nice move there and nice earnings by KBH. That one will be on watch tomorrow, and maybe we'll throw some of the other home builders. Let's see if any of those are reacting in after hours. LEN, Toll not doing too well in the after hours there. LEN, BZH, and HOV are some other CAA. Another one, home builder, but KBH, nice push up in the after hours on their earnings. And then we had Iron Mountain and AMD had some news after the bell with JD.com, AMD and JD.com. AMD strong right out of the gate today, and then ticked sideways the rest of the day here on AMD. Let's check out JD. That stock moving up in the after hours a little bit on the AMD and JD.com news there. HMNY, the CEO was on Bloomberg after the bell tonight, and so right about here is when he started being interviewed on Bloomberg television, and so the stock sold off on whatever he was saying there on HMNY. So stock moving down in the after hours. Trading right now at 878. LPCN had some news after the bell. I'm not going to read all of that to you, but then it opened up at around 10 minutes to 5 and did not do too good. Was halted, and then they opened it up. I believe it was denied on LP announces outcome. FDA advisory committee meeting for Tolando replacement therapy and adult males. So I think it was declined by the FDA. So that's what the news was there on LPCN, and you see that stock dropping in the after hours. Let's check out Kodak after they came out with news yesterday. Kodak just holding above 1050 in the after hours. Just wanted to take a look because it Kodak popping up to the 11, so it looks like it popped up and then pulled back there on Kodak. Let's see what else was there after the bell. I think that's about it. Some earnings before the open tomorrow, and there's no earnings after hours tomorrow, but before the open tomorrow, we have Delta Airlines, DAL, FCL, and SJR all reporting earnings before the bell Thursday tomorrow. And tonight, REL came out with some earnings tonight, and not really doing too much. A couple of tick ups here on RELL. All right, so that's some of your news to catch you up on the news after hours tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY real fast. And let me remove some of these lines for you so you don't go crazy. So, Bills, I'm sorry, not Bills, Bulls have to be happy because you had this indecisive candle near the top here, but the only damage the Bears could do is get us to this 5 EMA on the daily chart. So we pulled back to about the 5 EMA and they bounced it off of that 273 number for the SPY and IWM. And now I'll bring the lines back. IWM held the 13 EMA, still trying to get over that 155, 155.50 area for the IWM. IWC also trying to get up over this resistance area around that 97.50, 97.60 to try to get up over $98. Let's take a look at the transports today. IYT still holding up nicely, still riding this 5 EMA on my daily chart here. And Qs, a little bit of a pullback on the Qs, but holding this 161 area, holding back above the 5 EMA. So really not much damage with the pullback today, which was due to happen. So it looks like right now we're just in this consolidation on the markets. Let's go through quickly some of the Dow stocks, and then we'll get into the watch list right after this. Apple still kind of hanging out below that 177. American Express very strong today. Boeing very strong. Caterpillar hanging in there, holding the 5. I mean, it's just a monster move here by Caterpillar. If you look at it on the weekly, I mean, that thing is just stretched amazingly on Caterpillar, but they keep ticking it up. Cisco at the highs here, Cisco holding up. CVX, an oil name, holding up a lot better than ExxonMobil moving down today, but CVX held up well today. Disney a little bit weak here on Disney. GE trying to bounce back. GE coming back from the grave here a little bit on General Electric, turning back up. Goldman Sachs holding up okay. HD, Home Depot holding up. IBM. Nice recovery here in IBM and pushing up. Intel, the weak one in the Dow today on Intel, breaking that 43 area there on Intel. J&J, an inside day on J&J after that big pop the other day. JP Morgan, nice push today. Banks were on the strong side today. Coca-Cola just back and forthing. McDonald's holding in this range. 3M holding up okay. Merck, trying to recover here a little bit. I guess this was the news from Europe. They gapped it down and trying to recover, but not very pretty there. Microsoft holding up at the highs. Nike turning back up here on Nike. Pfizer holding up a lot better than Merck, but nothing much going on there. Procter and Gamble, holding above the 200 SMA. But other than that, not too pretty. Travelers, not much going on. UNH, not much going on. UTX, very strong, right? United Technologies, very strong there on that name. Verizon, holding those gains. I'm sorry, Visa, holding those gains. Verizon, kind of rolling over. Walmart, after breaking up over that 100, pulls back now down below 100 on Walmart, and then there's ExxonMobil. So just wanted to go through some of the Dow stocks just to take a look. We are a swing trade, day trade service, so I like to look at the Dow stocks every once in a while, and I go through about, 500 charts a night, kind of looking for what sectors are moving and what stocks are moving within those sectors. All right, let's go ahead and get right into the watch list. For tomorrow. CBay holding up well today. 400,000 shares traded, so a little bit light on the volume, but holding above the 20. CCIH, 1.8 million shares, holding this 5 EMA, possible day trade there. CLDR, software company, Pretty chart here. 4 million shares traded up here. Came up to about that 1848, 1850 area. So keep that one on watch. Maybe it makes a continuation move. CNIT. After this big pop here, we pull back, holding the 5 EMA there. COGT. Nice pop. 9 million shares. Part of that blockchain talk. I think it had blockchain news today, so that stock popped up. CPRX. I don't know. It's in this consolidation here. It's been back and forthing for a while. If it ever gets up over maybe 410, 412 intraday, might make a move. We'll see. Not a favorite. DPW. We actually got a nice trade in this in the service today. DPW bouncing around this 50 SMA. So that one gave us a nice trade. DRRX, nice pop. See if there's any kind of follow through in this name tomorrow. DSS, not a bad looking chart. Turning back up, might get over that 230, 240, excuse me, 240 spot on DSS, holding in this consolidation here. A little bit light on the volume, but keep that one on watch. Fold. This was mentioned by John Najarian on CNBC, trying to get over this $16 area. So nice volume came into that one. FOLD. GCAP basing under that 950 area on GCAP. Another blockchain stock, Bitcoin, GLBS, one of the shippers that's actually getting some buying. It's under this $1.50 area and trying to get up over the 200 SMA, 1.8 million shares. I couldn't find any other shippers that were really doing too much. So out of all the shippers, GLBS looking, like it's getting some life back into it. So we'll see on that one. Grow, holding this $4 area on Grow, 1.4 million shares, trying to get up over $5, GROW. HL, a small gold stock, I don't know, it's under the 200 SMA, not a favorite. But it did pop a little bit today. I'm not a big fan of it though. HMNY, maybe it'll bounce back tomorrow. Had a big pop, pulled back. CEO comes out on Bloomberg, and then they move it down. So we'll see on HMNY tomorrow if it can set up intraday. HTGM. Needs to get over this 350. But the nice thing about this is it popped, pulled back to the 5 EMA, holding the 5 EMA around that 325, 315 area. Now needs to get back over 350. IZEA, nice pop today. We'll see if there's any kind of continuation move in that name. JASO popped a little bit, 1.8 million shares, but not a pretty daily chart there, but we'll see. MITL. Actually, one of my members brought this to my attention, so I think it would have to get over the highs today. Around that 870, and then for that break of 875, possible swing trade in this name on MITL. Sorry, MITL. So watch it over that 867, 870 for the 875 break. Looks interesting. NBEV, big volume came in on the name today on NBEV, but it's still under this 100 SMA, but is getting up over the 50 SMA. So we'll see on that one. Doesn't really move well intraday, but we'll see. NHLD, big pop in this name, 2.6 million shares. So maybe some kind of red to green or some kind of consolidation setup. NVAX, we traded this in the room at $1.55. and the thing popped all the way up to 214, and after hours got as high as $2.27 on NVAC. So very nice move there in this name. I don't know if it has any more juice left in it for tomorrow, but we got a beautiful trade in that one today at the service at zozostockwatch.com. NVFY, one of these blockchain stocks. Trying to get over this 275 spot on NVFY. It's a furniture, but they have I guess, a division that does blockchain maybe. NXT. We had this big pop. We're pulling back now, popped a little bit. Blockchain name, trying to get over that 340 area, trying to get back above the 10. Not a favorite the way it looks right now, but this was the move it made intraday. It went from $3 up to 340. So I'll have that one on watch. PAH. Specialty chemical company popped today. So we'll see if this one will, might want to make a continuation. PayPal, held up well today, basing under this $80 area on PayPal. RMGN, small $1 name stock, 1.4 million shares traded in RMGN, back up over the 50 SMA. Keep that one on watch. Starbucks trying to get up over this $60 area, 60.15. So that one looks like it might be ready to go. And then Dunkin' Donuts, I am not a fan of. Dunkin' Donuts, rolling over a little bit. So maybe the money headed back into Starbucks. We'll see. So there's Starbucks again. So keep an eye on that one. Looks interesting. SQ, held up on the 5 EMA today. So this one will be on watch. SSC. We traded this one in the service today. We got a nice pop over $5, blockchain stock. So this one will be on watch again for tomorrow. 3.3 million shares. I was a part of that, and my room was a part of that move today. TLRA, a software application company, popped up 600,000 shares, expanding volume. So this looks interesting. Would need a little more volume though. TNDM. Trying to get back over, 350, 5.2 million shares in this name today traded. But for all that shares traded, not much movement. So we'll see on that one. VUZI, this 950 area. Resistance right now on VUZI closed at 875. So we'll see if that wants to set up intraday. Watt. Trying to get back over, that 2450, 2460 area, and then maybe it gets back up over 25 on Watt. I'm sure there's a lot of shorts stuck in that. Double X, double I, actually holding up from this run here, now kind of going sideways. Needs to get over 350 for XXI, or maybe a little bit of a pullback to the $3 area on double X, double I, 3.5 million shares in that name. All right, this is Mike from ZozoStockWatch.com. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And if you like these videos, please hit the thumbs up